Mom with small kids begs for help but is ignored. Then she hears a tap on window.
But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to Happy World, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories.
A young mom with 4 small kids begged everyone walking by to help her when her truck wouldn't start, but her pleas were ignored. It was raining and her kids were tired and hungry. She sat in the vehicle feeling hopeless and started to cry. Then she heard a tap on the window. We all have ups and downs. Some periods in our lives may be plagued with extremely difficult events, and this is something mother of 4 Toni Nelson knows firsthand. Toni Nelson, a single Florida mom, found herself stranded at night in the pouring rain with her 4 young daughters after her truck broke down. Countless people passed by as the desperate young mother begged for help, but no one stopped. Feeling defeated, Toni had a breakdown herself. What happened next, though, had her writing to her local news station, explaining that she has 4 absolutely beautiful little girls ages 9, 5, 2, and 6 weeks. Toni said that things have been particularly rough for her since her breakup. Sunny Skies reported that when Tani's ex left the family, things became very challenging for the young mom. The mother found herself alone with her daughters. Needless to say, it was no easy feat. Between raising and caring for her 4 daughters, the mother also faced the issue of her family truck. Her only means of transportation had a laundry list of problems, including a flat she constantly had to air up and a dead motor on the driver's side window. It also needed a new alternator belt. The truck was a mess. Tani admitted that she didn't drive anywhere unless she had to, but on occasion she was left with no other choice. Such was the case the night she ended up broken down. In desperate need of a trip to the store, Toni loaded up her kids and drove to the local Winn-Dixie, a 9-block drive away. After grabbing the necessities, she put her kids back in the truck and loaded the groceries. It was dark and raining as the mother climbed into the driver's seat. She tried to crank it but got nothing. She quickly realized one of her girls had accidentally left a light on and her battery was dead. The young mother's phone had also been disconnected, so there she sat with a truck that wouldn't start and no way to call for help. It's not like she had any family to speak of anyway, though. Toni Nelson was on her own. I got out and opened my hood to be sure my battery hadn't come loose, she said, but it was simply dead. Without any other option, she turned to strangers passing by. I must have asked more than 20 people in the course of 2 hours for a jump. They all ignored me, she said. They didn't even give her so much as a no, but rather acted like she didn't exist. Then things went from bad to worse. Her 5-year-old began to have a meltdown. Her newborn started screaming and her 2-year-old cried that she was hungry. As her oldest tried to help with her siblings, the mother reached the end of her own. I was bawling and felt like the worst mom ever, Toni admitted, according to Yahoo News. Then she heard a tap on the passenger window. Toni looked up to see a 74-year-old man who walked with a cane and a bad limp standing outside. When she opened the door, the elderly man handed her a plate of chicken strips and biscuits from the deli along with some bottles of water. "Feed those babies and yourself, young lady," he told her. "I have a tow truck on the way and my wife will be here shortly to take you all home." Sure enough, the mom and her kids along with her vehicle were soon taken home. But that wasn't the last Toni would hear of the old man who came to the rescue when everyone else looked the other way. The next morning, the gentleman returned to my house of the mechanic who replaced my battery and alternator and fixed my window. Tani said that when she asked what she owed and whether she could make payments, the mechanic smiled and told her the older man had already paid. Toni Nelson had already wanted to thank him, but the elderly gentleman had already left and did not return, but he had given the mechanic a message. The only payment the older man wanted was for Toni to never give up and keep being an amazing mom. "I've never cried so hard in my life," she said, recalling that emotional moment. "Things have been absolutely awful, more so than I care to explain," she added. "Without knowing us or our situation, this kind man helped us in ways you'll never know," Toni explained. "I certainly hope one day I can do what he did for me for someone else," she added, saying he revived her faith when she was falling apart. Toni Nelson shared her story in hopes it will help someone else who's struggling see that angels will come when we least expect them, as well as inspire others to be the angels someone else is praying for.